Hi guys, myself Ankit. In this video shows you the problem on LeetCode. Valid anagram. So given two strings S and T, return true if S is an anagram of T is an anagram of S and false otherwise. So what is anagram is? So anagram is a word or a phrase formed by rearranging the letters of a different word or phrase, typically using all the original letters exactly once. So if you take this example rat, I can write it as ATR, any form or car or a car. I can write it as ATR or TAR. So all is are anagrams. But if you see car, only A is present over here and R is also present, but C is not present in this. It's a different letter. So that is not an anagram. So anagram is something, a word is there and you rearrange the letters of the word and you come up with another word, other different words. So that is what anagram means. And we have to check whether two given two words are anagram, strings are anagram or not. So approach is how means now if the given example is anagram itself, or let's take rat and car. So this cannot be anagram. Or if you take rat and tar, that can be an anagram. Sorry. So given two strings, so now we have to check these two are anagram or not. Yes, they are anagram because rat is once, A is once, T is once. They are same word but same letters but different arrangements of letters. So how do we get to know that? So what we'll do, we know in alphabets there are how many letters? 26 letters. So we'll create an integer array that is of size 26 and let's name it as ARR. So if this is of type integer 26 size and name as array ARR. Now what we'll do is we will have a reference. So each time we at first we have to check if it is anagram or not, then the length must be equal. So if this is S and T, if instead of tar it is TARM, then the length of this two are not equal, then it cannot be an anagram, right? So in such case, first you have to check if the length of both the words are strings are same or not. If they're not same, then you written false directly. Otherwise, you move to next step. There you have what you have to do. If they are not same, that condition becomes false. That means if both the strings are of same length, then what we can do is, so I'll remove M. So we will have one pointer over first here and pointer over second here. We'll run the loop until the length becomes null. So we compare R and T, right? So what you will do is in the integer array, let's imagine that is for 26 characters, I mean letters. So each letter we have a count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So R is found, right? If this is R position, we will make it as 1. So for T also we will make it as 1. Then comes to A. Here A, here A. So first we come up with this A. For that we'll make it as 1. But then you encounter this A, right? So yeah, one small mistake. Sorry, I'll just repeat this again. Okay. So we will increment the count here and we will decrement the count here. How it works, I'll tell you. So R you found. So for R, if this is the position for R, we'll make it A 1. But here you at this pointer initially both the pointers are pointing in the first position. So this first position done, here in the second word first position contains T. Here it is 0 actually for T. So what you will make it as minus 1 means decrementing, right? Here we are incrementing, here we are decrementing. So this will be minus 1. Next again compare one next position A. Yeah, A is 0, so you make it as 1. If nothing is present, that means it's 0. Array by default it contains 0 as the element. So next you again encounter A over here. That time what you will do, you will decrement the A, that will become 0. Then again you encounter T over here, so increment the T value by 1. So minus 1 plus 1 will be 0 over here again. And here you encounter R, so this will be decremented for letter string T. So there will be 0. So at the end, everything must be 0. If it is an anagram, it's a 0. It is nothing. The logic behind here is for all the letters in string S, we increment the count. For all the letters in string T, we decrement the count. So that they become balanced if it is an anagram. If it is not anagram, if you have one more, let's say variable m, and here it is I. So for I, we increment the value by 1. And for m, you decrement the value by 1. So it will be minus 1. So when you traverse in the array, you could say this is not equal to 0. So it cannot be anagram. That is how the imbalance creates in the array. So for S we increase the value, and for T we decrease the value, so that by the end all the elements should be set to 0 if it is an anagram. If it's not anagram, then you can, as I said, minus 1 or 1 or plus 2, anything you might encounter. So this is the approach to solve the problem. Now we can, anything else? So now the question comes in, how do you get the count? So how do you get the count? That is by, we will have a variable count of array, right? So we will have count, let's okay, variable name array, right? So array of, or count also array name, you can keep it, array of s dot character 80 of I, that will give particular character over here. If it is r, minus one reference we will take, that is beginning letter a. So a has 1. So initially r minus a, or let's say this is c. Simply for the sake of easiness, we will take C. So C minus A, what will it give? C is ABC, third character, and A is 1. So 3 minus 1 will be 2. So at 2th position, it will increment the value by 1. That is 0, 1, 2. Of course, this is A, this is B, and this is C. This will be incremented to 1, the value at this position 2. So that is how it works. So we'll take this as a reference and we increment the count. So 0 is for A. If it is A, the S dot character A minus A will be 0. So at 0th position, you increment the count. ARR 0. Yeah. So at first, we have to check if S dot length, if that is not equal to T dot length. Then what we need to do? Just return false. They cannot be anagram. Otherwise, now while S dot length, or let's first declare the array. So int count equal to new int of size as 26. So you have size as 26. Now we'll run the for loop, because if the lengths are equal, then any one length you can take. So for int I equal to 0, I lesser than s dot length, and I plus plus. Now check. Now what you have to do? Count of, you have to increment the count of s dot character 80 of I minus a for this plus plus, and similarly count of what we do for t dot character 80 of I minus a. For that you decrement the count. So at the end it should be 0. So how do you check? Again run the for loop. For int I equal to 0, I lesser than 26 you can give, because 26 is the size. So I plus plus. If in any way, if count of I is not equal to 0, then you just return false. Loop will stop here. Otherwise, you return true. Return true. Okay, we can run this now. Yeah. If you understood the problem, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. We'll come up with other next session. Until then, keep learning. Thank you.